Misfits. We're here at Indie Boards and Cards, and we're learning about a new game, Aeons End. Tell me a little bit about who you are and what the game's about.
Hi, I'm Sydney Engelstein. I'm a full-time designer and developer at Indie Boards and Cards, and I'm actually one of the designers on the brand new Aeons End Legacy of Gravehold, so I'm very well equipped to tell you about it. Basically, Aeons End itself is a cooperative deck building game where everyone will be playing their own unique mage with a unique hand and starting deck and ability that they can trigger over the course of the game, all working together to fight against a big monster called a nemesis. The thing that makes Aeons End a really unique deck builder is that when you run out of cards to draw, instead of shuffling your discard pile, you actually flip it entirely over and draw the cards in exactly the same order that you discarded them in. That means you can look ahead and see what hands are coming up and have all the control over setting up your combo pieces so that they'll be drawn at the correct time. Because of this, it has a really high strategy cap that a lot of other deck builders don't have. And this is the 6th game in the Aeons End series, which will probably give you an idea of how popular it is and how much variability and replayability the game gets when you bring in new mages, new nemesis, and new cards to buy. Legacy of Gravehold is our second Aeons End Legacy experience, and in this one you will follow a branching narrative where your choices and how well you do in the fights will actually impact not only how many upgrades and stickers you can put on your characters, but also what cards you get access to, what nemesis you fight against, and what characters you unlock. You actually won't even be able to see all of the content in the box on one playthrough because your choices will impact how you move through the game that much.
Wow, that's cool. Legacy games are so much fun.
And even for people who don't like legacy games, as I said before, Aeons End content has always been fully integratable with all other Aeons End content. So when you're done with the legacy campaign, you're not done with the box. Or if you want to ignore the legacy campaign, there are 22 unique characters to play in this box, 13 unique nemesis to play against, and a whole ton of cards and treasures on top of that that you can use interchangeably with all your other Aeons End stuff, or just make different combinations within the Legacy of Gravehold content and have different games to play for years and years and years, even though it's just a one-time legacy experience.
And so even though this is the 6th in the line, is it standalone?
It is entirely standalone. Up until now, all the Aeons End big boxes have had everything you need to play Aeons End in them. Recently on Kickstarter, we just finished the Kickstarter for the 7th Aeons End box, Aeons End Past and Future. If it sounds interesting, the late pledge is still open on Kickstarter to back Aeons End Past and Future, which is our first not standalone box. But you can get any of the previous Aeons End content on the Kickstarter page, so just having one other big box expansion and that, you'll be able to play all the Aeons End interchanged versions with the different mages and the different nemesis that you want.
Wow, that sounds great. So where can they go to check this puppy out?
Well, if you happen to be here at Dice Tower Con, we are in the dealer's hall selling Legacy of Gravehold. It just came into retail, so it should be coming to a local game store near you. Or, as I said, if you go to our Kickstarter page and late pledge for Aeons End Past and Future, you can add Legacy of Gravehold or any other Aeons End product onto your pledge and get it sent to you next year.